Hello guys, good day and welcome to today's video. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at the cPanel. We're talking about the cPanel in today's video. If you're new to this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you get notified once we drop a new video. And also do not forget to subscribe to our channel, share this video to your friends and people you know this video is going to be beneficial to. Like our videos and drop a comment in the comment section telling us what you think about our videos. And if you have any questions, you can also drop them in the comment section and I'll be there to respond to each and every of your comments. All right. So with that being said, we're going to go straight into today's training. And like I said, we'll be looking at the cPanel in today's video, teaching you how to operate on the cPanel, what the cPanel is used for, and showing you how to create some of the stuffs on the cPanel. All right, so with that being said, we're going to go straight into the training. So in our last video, I made a video about how to purchase a domain name and a hosting, and I talked about what a domain name is, the rules of having a domain name, how to get a hosting account from your hosting provider or your host provider, and when you get your hosting account, you get your cPanel login details that you can use to log into your cPanel, and operate your whole website and all of that. Okay, so in that video, which I showed you how to log into the cPanel and I mentioned some of the things in the cPanel for you. So in this video today, I'm going to be taking you through a walkthrough process of the cPanel, how to log in, how to get to the cPanel, and showing you some of the things on the cPanel and how to use some of these things. All right. So if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, kindly do that right now. Turn the notification bell and like this video because it's about to be so good and you're going to be learning a lot of stuff if you actually stay through the whole process of this video. All right, so we're going to be showing you how to log into the cPanel first and then explaining some of the other things on the cPanel to you. Okay, so after purchasing your domain name and hosting, your hosting provider is going to send you your web space details. Now this web space details actually contains your cPanel login. This webspace details actually contains your cPanel logins. So the Gmail you use to register or open your account on whatever hosting or domain name registrar company you bought your domain name and hosting from is the same Gmail that they're going to send you your cPanel login details to. Okay, so they don't send it to another email, and you should not be checking any of your random emails. You check the email you use to open your account. All right, they're going to send you your receipt, your order description, and everything, and also send you a message with the title, your web space details for the hosting, whatever domain name you bought that domain and hosting for. All right, so this website is nigeriannews.ng and you can see your website details for nigeriannews.ng right here. So when you scroll through this email, you can read through, and they said qservers.net provides instant web hosting acceleration. Your domain should be visible within the next 10 minutes of receiving this email. If by any reason the domain is not visible online, and do not be alarmed, it is still propagating. The process is called propagation and it takes between 24 to 72 hours after domain registration. Until domain has been propagated for your website, and email will not function. We have provided a temporary URL which you may use to view the website and upload files in the meantime. All right, so what this simply means is that after purchasing a domain and hosting, sometimes there's what we call the propagation process, and sometimes it takes an hour before your website propagates and you can start using it. All right, but right now they have worked on their service. That's for qservers. They have worked on their service, and within 10 minutes of purchasing a domain and hosting, if immediately you are purchasing it, your domain propagates immediately and you can access your account and start creating your website and all of that. But if you are purchasing a domain such as .ng, like when I purchased this name, it took me over. I purchased it in the morning and I had to wait till about 3 in the evening before I could be able to start working on the website. All right, so sometimes it takes time for some extensions, domain extensions. I talked about domain extensions in our last video. Sometimes it takes time before it actually propagates and you can now start using it. All right, but for other extensions like .com, it actually propagates immediately and you can use it immediately. Okay, so that's what propagation, domain propagation is all about. Okay. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is how to log into the cPanel. So when you scroll through this email to the bottom, you're going to be seeing your web space details. Okay, now these web space details are your cPanel login details. Now you'll see a link which comes with your cPanel slash your domain name slash cPanel, and the next thing you're going to be seeing is your username, cPanel username, and your password. Now that username and password, you just copy it. All right, so we're going to scroll down here. We're going to scroll down here and you can see it right here. You can see username and you can see password. Okay, so we're going to copy this username, right? Copy this username and take it over to this link right here. So you can see the link right here saying www.nigeriannews.ng/cpanel. So I'm going to open this in a new tab and come over here then login. All right, so you can see the details already here, username and password. Click on login and it's going to redirect us into our cPanel immediately. So that's the first step in logging into your cPanel. So when you get to your cPanel, you have various things here, a whole lot. You can manage your emails, your files, your SEO and marketing tools, database, domains, metrics, security, software, advanced, other stuffs here, preferences, and you can install. You have the software plus apps installer right here, installing of WordPress, and a whole lot of other stuffs. All right. Okay. So um first of all, I'm going to be showing you how to actually operate some of the things here. Like in this video, I'll be teaching you how to use the email account, forwarders and autoresponders. That's for the email. Then I'm going to scroll down, teach you how to install WordPress via software apps installer. And the next thing I'm going to be talking about here is how to also secure your website using Let's Encrypt. Okay, so that's actually about site security, and I'll be explaining that when we actually get to that stage. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be looking at in this video is email accounts and how you can open a proper email account for your business. Now, just the same way we have Gmails like mindtech at gmail.com, we also have what we call the professional emails or company mails, something like info at zenithbank.com, info at socialbank.ng, stuff like that, info at mentalmindtech, support at mentalmindtech .com. Those are professional emails, and they are emails that you have something before the main name, all right? Something like hello, support, info at the domain name.com. All right, so I'm going to be showing you how you can open stuff like that right here in this video. Okay, so the emails you see on banks website like support at zenithbank.com, I'm going to be showing you how they actually get to have those emails in this video. All right, so when you get to the cPanel, you can see right here email account. So we're just going to click on this email account, and it's going to load up for us, and you can see we have no email account created right here. All right, so we're just going to click on create a new email account. So when you place your mouse here, you can see create a new email account right there, and when you click on it, it's going to open up for you. Okay, so now this is this email account section where you can now start creating your emails. And now for Q servers, they give you access to create 999 emails, all right, using one particular domain, 999. But I think for Namecheap, they give you about 30 or 20 to available space to create emails. Okay, but for Q servers, you can create up to 999 emails here. All right, and we have 0 used. Okay, so we're going to enter in the username we want for our email. So just the same way, like I said earlier, for Gmails, the username for a Gmail is something like maybe mentalmindtech at gmail.com, all right, or mentalmindtech at yahoo.com. But in the case of in the case of webmails, this is the format in which your username comes out. All right, this is the format in which your username comes out from. Okay, so you enter in an email address username here, and this is what you can use to create the webmail. All right, so we're going to enter in something here. Let's say we want to use support at nigernews.ng. All right, so when we do that, we're going to enter in our password. Now you can either ask the server to generate a password for you, or you enter in your password that you want, but your password must be something that is very very strong. Okay, so I'm going to enter in this as my password. I'm going to enter that as my password. And when you scroll down, you just click on create. After entering your password, you click on create. And when you click on create, you get a notification saying your webmail has been created. So now the first information is creating email account. So the next one we're going to see is you created software at nigeriannews.ng successfully. All right, so now we have 998 space available and one used, and this is our email right here, support at nigeriannews.ng, already created. Okay, so now you can either manage this webmail from here, you can check the email from here, and all of that. But I'm going to be showing you right now how you can check your web mails or check your email accounts from time to time, right, without having to log into your cPanel first, coming over to email account before you can be able to check your email. All right, so I'm going to show you how to do that. It's very simple. So to check your emails, all you need to do is go over to a new browser and type in your browser www dot the domain name, which is nigerianews.ng slash webmail. Okay, so now just the same way you log into your cPanel, which is the domain name slash cPanel, it's the same way you log into your webmail. domain name slash webmail. Okay, so we'll do that. Click on enter, and it's going to take us to the sign in page where we need to enter in our password and username so we can be able to sign into our webmail. All right, so this is the email address here, and this is the password in which they're asking us to enter. Okay, so the username is your email address, like I said earlier. So you need to enter it right there. So it's support at ninjanews.ng, and the password, we enter in the password. So after entering our password, we're just going to click on login, and it's going to redirect us into our webmail. Okay, they are saying our login details is incorrect, and I think I can see the error right here. Okay, so I'm just going to click on login again and see. Okay, so login successful and redirecting. So we have been able to successfully log into our webmail, and I'm just going to save this password to my system. And yeah, this is it right here. This is your webmail. But you have not actually gotten to the very extreme point where you can now start sending emails and all of that. So we're going to have to click on this open button right here, this blue button. So when we click on that, it's going to take us straight into our email account proper. You can now start receiving emails, sending emails, and doing every of all of those other things. Okay, so it's redirecting us now to our email. And while that whole process is going on, I would like to take you back to the cPanel where we created our webmail from, and show you about the manage option on the cPanel right here. Okay, so when you click on manage, it's going to take you to a place where you can be able to manage this email and check about one or two other things here. All right, so from here you can actually create a new password if you forgot your former password. When you click on manage, you see an option to create a new password right here. So either you generate, if you want to generate, it's going to generate a password for you. If you do that, it will generate a new password. But many a times these passwords are very confusing, so it's always advisable you enter in your own password by yourself. Okay, so the next thing you can also do is check your current storage. So you can check your current storage space from here, and also check your allocated storage space. All right, so many a times when you're using your email, if you're someone who uses your email on a regular basis, or you're building a website or creating an email for a business that always receives many mails, it's always advisable you check for stuff like this, because the space they give here is just 1024 MB, and many a times this is not always enough. So it's always advisable that you just don't forget about this and place it on unlimited, so you are not using this at all. Okay, so you place it on unlimited means it's never going to get full. All right, never going to get full. And when you scroll down, you can also check for other settings. Restrictions: receiving incoming mail, you can allow that. Yeah, sending outgoing mail, you can allow. Logging in, you can allow as well. And when you're done, scroll down and click on update email settings. So immediately you click on update email settings, it's going to update, and all the changes should save. All right, so now going back to our webmail here, you can see inbox, drafts, sent messages, spam, deleted messages, and messages on archive. So since it's a new email, we don't have any of those things right here. Okay, so now let's try to test this out, and let's use it to send an email to someone. Okay, so I'm sending an email to paularjuri7 at gmail.com. Okay, and the subject of the mail is hello, I want to work with you. And then we type in the body of our message. Let's say this is the body of the message right here. Okay, so when we're done with that, you can attach a file here and do all of those things. So when you're done, you just click on send, and you can see sending message, and you'll get a notification saying your message has been sent. Okay, so you can see message sent successfully. So we're going to go back to our Gmail. We'll go back to our Gmail and load up our messages all over again, and let's see if we actually receive this mail. Okay, so you can see the mail right here, and it's titled hello, I want to work with you, and this is our message. And who is it from? This message is from support at nigeriannews.ng. So you can see that this webmail we created is actually working, and you can use the same process to create webmails for your other clients as well. All right, so coming back to our cPanel, let's study other things we have here on the cPanel. So we have the forwarders, we have the autoresponders. I'm going to be teaching you what these two things can be used for. Now, for the forwarders, they are used to forward messages from your email, your webmail, down to your normal Gmail. So now let's take for example that I'm not someone who always have access to check my webmails. I'm going to be showing you a simple method after this video of how you can actually have to access your web mails with ease, that you don't need to actually be logging in through www.your-domain-name/webmail, and you're allowed out to load up, then put in your password and username and all of that. Now, if somebody sends you an email, you won't receive the notification, right? Because it's something you need to log into first before you can actually see if you have a message or not. And many a times we're always so busy that we forget to log in and all of that. But if you have an app whereby you can always receive notification if someone sends you a mail, and you can just open your phone and check, it's actually going to be very easy and easy for you to access your webmail. So I'm going to be showing you an app you can download into your phone. It's on both iOS and Apple Android devices. Okay, so I'm going to show you at the end of this whole section. All right. So, but the simplest method you can use right now, and one of the methods, or rather one of the methods you can use right now without downloading an app, is to forward messages that are coming into your, your webmail, right? Forward messages that are coming into your webmail down to your Gmail. Okay. So now let's say every message coming into support@nigerianews.ng, I want them to be going automatically down to paulajiri7@gmail.com. Okay, I want them to be coming down to this email without me having to do any forwarding or anything. Automatic, forwarding these messages down to paulajiri7@gmail.com. So every message coming into here, support at Nigerian News, I want them to be coming down here to paulajiri7@gmail.com. Now, so how do I get this done? I'm going to come over to my folder section on my panel, and you can add a new folder, add domain folder. The one we're going to be using is click on add folder. Okay, so click on that. It's going to take us to a section where we can add this folder. So now they are saying the first step is to enter in the email address you want to forward. Okay, so the email we want to forward is support@nigerianews.ng, of course. Support@nigerianews.ng. Okay, so we're going to scroll down here. You can see forward to email address. Now, this is the destination. This is the address we are forwarding from. Okay, and this is the address we are forwarding to. So the destination email we want to be forwarding our messages to is paulajiri7@gmail.com. Okay, so put that in. We are going to come here and click on add folder. We can check all of these options right here, but you don't need to actually check them. They don't actually mean a lot. So just come over here, click on add folder, and it's going to load up. You can see all emails sent to support@nigerianews.ng will now be copied and sent to paulajiri7@gmail.com. So we're going to try this out to see if it actually works. Okay, so I'm going to open up another of my email right here. And let's test this if this actually works. Okay, so I'm signing into my Gmail. So I can send a message down to support at Nigerian News and see if it's going to send down to paulajiri7@gmail.com. So clicking on compose, and I'm sending this to support at nigerianews.ng. Okay, so subject, hello, I love your work. And coming down to the message, typing any message here since it's just sample. Okay, so when I'm done with that, I'm going to click on send, and you can see sending a message sent successfully. So let's go back and check if we actually received this message here. Okay, so I'm going to come over to our inbox and let's load it again to see if the message has actually dropped into our inbox. Okay, so I've loaded our webmail to see if we actually have a message here waiting for us. And when I click on this, you can see this is the message we composed just now. Hello, I love your work. And this is the message right here that was sent, and it's from Awirin David, the time, the date, and all of that. Now let's come over to Polagri7 and let's see if we actually also receive an email that has been forwarded from here down to Polagri7. So I'm going to reload this again to see if the message actually came in. I'm going to reload this. Okay, so right now we are on our polagri7@gmail.com, our normal Gmail account, which we added to the folder stuff. Okay, and we are currently there. And this is the messages we have here, but I can't find that message here. But there's one thing that you should always do on your email. It's always advisable that every morning when you wake up, every time, always go into your Gmail to see if you have a new message from anybody. And when you go over to your Gmail, check everywhere, check your promotions, check your socials, check your primary messages, go down, check your spam, and all of that. So you can see me, I have 23 spam messages I have not yet opened. So since we are not seeing this message that has been forwarded from our webmail to this particular Gmail, we are not seeing it on the primary message. We are going to come over to spam to check if the message is actually here. So when you come here, you can see a lot of messages that are here that I have not opened. Okay, and here the message is right here. Hello, I love your work, and this is the message. All right. So hello, I love your work. This is the message right here, and this is also the same message we received on our email. So you can see it's very possible for you to forward messages from your webmail down to your emails. Many a times these messages come to primary, but sometimes it comes to spam. So that's not an issue at all. Okay. So what I've been able to establish is that you can actually forward messages from your webmail down to a Gmail. Okay, so when you forward these messages down to your Gmail, okay, on your phone, you're going to receive a notification. If any message comes into your webmail, you'll be able to receive a notification on your phone that someone just sent you a mail. All right, then you can go over to log into your webmail and respond to the email. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. You can just let me know in the comment section. All right, so that's with forwarders. So the next thing we're going to be looking at is autoresponders. Now, what is the work of autoresponders? There are many attempts that we might have mails, but you are not on set to respond to that mail at that particular time, right? Just the same way some business accounts on WhatsApp have autoresponders that when you message them for the first time or over a space of I think 3 weeks or 4 weeks, you haven't sent a message to them. When you send a message to them, you receive an autoresponder message saying maybe hello, welcome to Mental Mind Tech, and how may we help you today, stuff like that, because they are not online and they don't want their customers to be waiting. Okay, so that's the work of these autoresponders right here. These autoresponders help you to respond to emails even when you are not on set to respond to those mails at that particular time. Right. So if I send a mail to support at nigerianews.ng and the person who is operating this email is not on set to respond to his emails here at that particular time, support at nigerianews.ng is going to automatically generate a response to the person who sent a mail and saying anything, and I'm showing you how I'm going to type in that message, construct the whole message and all of that, set this whole thing up. Okay, so this helps you respond to emails when you are not on set to respond to those mails at that particular time. All right, so I'm going to click on autoresponders right here, and when you scroll down, they're going to ask you to add a new autoresponder. So I'm going to click on add autoresponder, and when you come here, there are different things you need to fill in right here. The first one is character set. You don't need to bother about that. Going over to the next place, they are going to ask for interval. Now, how many hours do you want before the person receives an automatic response? Because this is an autoresponder, it's helping us to respond to emails while we are not on set. Put it on 0 hours, meaning immediately the person is sending a message, you should receive another email from nigerianews.ng immediately. Now, if you put it on 1 hour, it means that after 1 hour, the person receives an automatically generated message. Okay, so many times, many people like to put theirs on 0 hours, while some might put their own on 1 hour, meaning if you don't get a response between 1 hour, then you receive an automatic response from us. But it's always advisable you put yours on zero. Everybody puts theirs on zero, and this is more advisable. That is why it's an automatic responder. It helps to respond to emails immediately. Okay, so now what email are we setting this autoresponder for? Support, right? Support at nigerianews.ng. So after the email section, the next place you see is the domain. All right. So now we only have one domain name linked to this particular hosting service. So that's why we only have one when we click on the drop down. If there are other domain names linked to this particular hosting service, when you click on this drop down, you'll be seeing the other domain names linked right here. But since it's just one, that's why we have only one here. So it's support at nigerianews.ng. Don't go and fill in this full support at nigerianews.ng in this email section. Just only put the prefix, which is support. Okay, then the at is already placed here at nigerianews.ng. And now this is from, you can fill in anything here, from manager, then the subject of the mail. All right, the subject of the mail is thank you for sending a message. Okay, thank you for sending a message. Then coming over to the body, we would enter in the body of this email right here. Would enter in the body of the email right here. So we can say thank you for sending a message. We received your mail and you would get a response from our team very soon. Full stop. All right. So now, when you are done typing that message, you can click on start immediately and stop never. Okay. So once you click on create, this autoresponder is going to be created automatically. All right. Now, like I said, this is used in cases maybe you are not on scene to respond to emails at that particular time, so you don't keep your client waiting. You just quickly respond to them, and you are the one who decides whatever message you can fill in here. Because I'm just making a video, I'm just typing in anything here, and it's not compulsory. You might use this format of message. All right. So once we click on create, this autoresponder is going to be created successfully. So you can see you successfully created the support at Nigerian News .ng autoresponder. So now let's try this out to see if this actually works. All right, so you can see it has successfully created, and we're going to test this out to see if it's actually working. Okay, so we're going to come over to our normal Gmail and send a message to support at nigeriannews.ng to see if we're going to automatically get an automatic responder or an autoresponder message. Okay, so we're sending an email to support at nigerianews.ng. All right, and the subject of the mail is hello, I want to work with you. And we're going to come over to the normal message right here and type in anything in here. Okay, and send. Click on send. So once you click on send, you can see message sent, and that's done. All right. So we're going to load up our email again to see if we actually got an automatic response from this guy. Okay, so after loading our email, you can see here that we have received the message from these guys. Okay, now to show you that this is not fake, this is actually real and it's actually working. Now, looking at the time I received this mail, if I place my mouse on it, it's going to bring out something up which you might not be able to see what I want to show you properly. But look at the very first mail I have on my mailbox right now. We have from manager, thank you for sending a message, right? And this is the body of the message. And beside the body of the message, if you look at the timing, this message was sent in at exactly 5:40 a.m. 5:40 a.m. And right now, it was sent is exactly 5:40 a.m. All right, my timing on my laptop right now is actually very not correct. Okay, so I'm just going to be working with um the time we used in sending. Okay, so this was sent in at 5:40 a.m. We received the message from these guys at 5:40 a.m. And if we go back to our sent messages to check the time in which we sent these guys a message, we sent them a message at that is 5:39 a.m. but right now it's showing 2:39 p.m. right? But working with the timing, we send them a message. My timing on my laptop is not currently correct, so it's not giving us the accurate time. But just look at the minutes, forget the hours, and also the AM or PM. So this is 39. This is 39. And coming over to our inbox, we received the message at 5:40. All right. So that's how this whole thing works. It comes in very fast, very, very fast. Right. Once you are sending a message, since we placed it on 0 hours, once we send a message out, you're receiving another email immediately. Right, immediately. So it's not taking 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes before the message comes in. We said within 0 hours, meaning immediately you are sending a message out, you're receiving another message immediately. And that's how it's actually working here. So that's how the whole autoresponder stuff work. We have talked about autoresponders, creating webmails, setting up and folders. And the next thing I would like to show you guys on the cPanel is the Softaculous apps installer. All right, Softaculous apps installer. And after that, we're going to end the video. Okay, so Softaculous apps installer, this is it right here. So if you are looking for an app or a software on your cPanel, it's either you scroll through like this or you come over to the search bar and type in what you are looking for. So we're just going to go over to Softaculous apps installer, and this is it right here. And we have one installation already. We have an installation already. So that's on WordPress. Actually, we have one installation, right? So here there are various website builders. We have Click Bucket, Gallery, Concrete CMS, Dolphin, Open Real Estate, and all of that. But the one which is majorly used is WordPress, because WordPress is actually the most powerful software. Let's go over to Google and search for something. WordPress, or rather, let's say, how many percent of the web does WordPress power? If you search for this, you see WordPress power 43% of the web, which means 43% of websites that are built online are built on WordPress. And so you can see how powerful WordPress is. So out of 100%, WordPress is using 43%, right? WordPress is using 43%, and currently WordPress has 810 million websites built under its software. Okay, so WordPress is actually very, very, very powerful. WordPress is powerful. Out of all these other ones you are seeing here, WordPress is the most powerful. Okay, so WordPress powers 43% of the web, and it's actually very powerful, and it's what I normally use in building websites. Okay, so how do you install a WordPress on your website? So you're going to click on the installation button right here, and it's going to load up for you. And when it loads up, you're going to see software setup. Now, we already have a domain, an installation currently on nigerianews.ng. So if I go ahead and create another one, it's not going to go through because there's already one installation already. So what we're going to do is install in directory. Now, this is something I would also like to buttress more in our next video, explain more on it so you understand. All right. So when you're installing in directory, it simply means there is already an installation on nigerianews.ng, but you want to build another website with this same name. So you install the directory. So now maybe you want to build an entertainment blog, because this is actually a blog. All right, now you want to build an entertainment blog, but still with this name nigerianews.ng. You can come here and say, okay, nigerianews.ng slash entertainment. Okay, so when you want to visit this website, you will visit this website like this, nigerianews.ng slash entertainment. All right. Now, nigerianews.ng slash entertainment is different from nigerianews.ng. They are two different websites, but still under the same domain name. All right. So this is one website on its own, and nigerianews.ng is another website on its own. So that's what installing in directory simply means. It means building another website using the same domain name, but installing in directory. But if you are purchasing a domain name for the very first time, sometimes this place which is in directory is usually empty, but sometimes you see something like WP here. I'm surprised I don't see any of that here. Sometimes you see WP here, right? This WP stands for WordPress. But if you go ahead and install, your installation is going to come out in this form, nigerianews.ng slash WP, because you installed this in directory. All right. So it's always advisable that when you want to create a new site, what you need to do is check this in directory box, click on it, and make sure you delete anything that's in there. That's if you're installing for the very first time. When you want to build other websites, you don't have anything to do here. You just come over to this place and put in a new thing you want to use for your new website you want to create. All right. So you can use this for a million websites. You can create as much as you want, and it's just going to be there. Okay. So when you're done with that, since you already have an installation here, we're going to create something else. Let's say nigerianews.ng slash entertainment. Now they'll ask you to enter your admin username and admin password. All right, so you can enter in anything as your admin password, make it very strong. All right, but it doesn't really matter, but it's always advisable you make it very strong. Okay, scrolling down, you don't have to do anything regarding all of this. Just scroll down here and click on install. So once you click on install, you can see your new installation is currently going on, and it's about 9% right now, and it will load till 100, and when it's done, you see that it has been installed. Okay, so congratulations, the software was installed successfully. So now this is the link to the front end of the website, and this is the link to the back end of your WordPress site. So when you click on this link, it's going to load up your back end of your website for you. So this brings us down to WordPress and how you can work on your WordPress. So you can see welcome to WordPress, and from here you can start building a whole website, no matter the type of website you are trying to design. So far you're building it with WordPress, you can actually do all of that from here. So in our next video, we'll be looking at the WordPress dashboard and how you can build a website, install themes, install plugins, and all of that from this place. All right. So see you in our next video. If you like this video, kindly hit the like button, share this video to your friends, drop a comment in the comment section, and subscribe to our channel. And thank you for watching. See you in the next video.